Been mending fences in the sunrise, trying to patch what I tore down. Years of being stubborn left my name a ghost in town. Boots full of dust and karma, yeah, I earned them fair and square. Now I'm praying that forgiveness still remembers I was there. Rancher's redemption ain't easy when the past keeps biting like the winter wind. But I'm holding on to hope I ain't beyond a second chance in this rancher's redemption dance. Your picture on the mantle still stings harder than the cold. I traded love for pride, guess that's the dumbest trade I've sold. The cattle know my secrets, they've heard every regret I've cried. But even broken men keep walking if there's a light on the other side. Rancher's redemption ain't easy when the past keeps biting like the winter wind. But I'm holding on to hope I ain't beyond a second chance in this rancher's redemption. If you hear these boots come knocking, I ain't looking just to stay. I just want to show the man you loved ain't fully gone away. Rancher's redemption. I'm riding through the shadows just to try and make amends. If the good Lord's willing, maybe love will rise again in this rancher's redemption day. Rancher's redemption ain't easy when the past keeps biting like the winter wind. But I'm holding on to hope I ain't beyond a second chance in this rancher's redemption dance. Sun sinking low on the water, painting gold across the land. I'm sitting by the riverbank with dirt between my hands. Got questions in my pocket and a heart that won't sit still. Trying to find my peace somewhere between the clay and hill. A riverside prayer rolling with the current flow, telling all my troubles where the wild winds like to go. I ain't holy, but I'm hoping someone's listening out there to this riverside prayer. stepping stones like memories. Watch them sink or float away. Funny how the hardest truths show up at end of day. I heard echoes in the river, sounded kinda like my name, saying, boy, you'll find your freedom if you stop outrunning blame. A riverside prayer rolling with the current flow, telling all my troubles where the wild winds like to go. I ain't holy, but I'm hoping someone's listening out there to this riverside. Riverside prayer. Maybe grace ain't something spoken, maybe it's the quiet air. Maybe healing shows up only when you got the guts to care. Riverside prayer whispering to the sky at night. Let the river take my sorrow, let the moon turn wrong to right. I ain't perfect, but I'm learning how to lay my burdens bare in this riverside. Riverside prayer. Prairie moon is hanging low, whispering secrets to the land, shining on the footprints that I left in all this sand. Wind is humming sorrow like it's reading from my past, telling me the love I lost was never built to last. Prairie moon's lament, crying through the night like a broken instrument. Every shadow on the plain feels like the one I miss. You hear that prairie moon singing me a goodbye kiss. Coyotes in the distance, howling notes I used to know. Sounds like every promise that I failed to let you grow. My heart's a busted saddle left to weather in the storm. I wish I could take back the nights I should have kept you warm. Prairie moon's lament, crying through the night like a broken instrument. Every shadow on the plain feels like the one I miss. I hear that prairie moon singing me a goodbye kiss. Heavy sorrow ain't a curse, maybe it's a way to heal. Maybe midnight only hurts when you hide the things you feel. Prairie moon's lament, glowing on the road of every damn regret I've spent. If you're watching from afar, know I'm trying to make amends, while the prairie moon sings for love that never ends. Rocking chair squeaks in the evening light, cicadas singing like they own the night. Grandma's sweet tea sitting on the rail, page of yellow dreams riding small town trails. Dust on my boots, I ain't running far, but my mind still drives that old blue car. Porch memories calling me back home, where the fireflies dance round the old red stone. Got a heart full of dreams and a suitcase soul. Porch memories never let me go. Wind chimes playing like a lullaby hymn, moon paints silver on the tired old fence. Daddy's worn hat hangs by the door, feels like he'll walk in, but he ain't no more. Same old sky, but the world moved on. Still hear that laughter, though the face is gone. Porch memories calling me back home, where the fireflies dance round the old red stone. Got a heart full of dreams and a suitcase soul. Porch memories never let me go. If life's a road with no highway signs, I'll chase them stars till they spell good times. But when I'm lost and don't know where to go, that porch light feels like all I need to know. Porch memories calling me back home. Even if I wander, I ain't alone, 'cause every heartbeat whispers low. Porch memories never let you go. Copper River flowing like a rusted memory, washing down the trouble that keeps chasing me. Got a flask of heartbreak and a pocket full of lies, trying to drown the echo of your goodbye. But that cold water cuts deeper than it cools. Ain't no mercy in a river that remembers every rule. I got the Copper River blues dragging through my bones like a steel chain rattling on a heart turned to stone. Every ripple whispers all the truth I refused. Yeah, I'm stuck on the banks with these Copper River blues. Your shadow still drifting in the muddy red shine, like the ghost of the promises I left behind. Boots soaked through, but I keep walking the bend, trying to wash off the man I was back then. If regret had a color, it bleed like this stream, carving out the truth that I lost in a dream. I got the Copper River blues dragging through my bones like a steel chain rattling on a heart turned to stone. Every ripple whispers all the truth I refuse. Yeah, I'm stuck on the banks with these Copper River blues. I got the Copper River blues dragging through my bones like a steel chain rattling on a heart turned to stone. Every ripple whispers all the truth I refuse. Yeah, I'm stuck on the banks with these Copper River blues. Came in like a wildfire, burning hotter than July. Boots dusty on my doorstep, trouble shining in your eyes. I should have read the warnings written on your reckless grin, but love can make a fool out of any man breathing. Barbed wire love, cutting deeper every time, holding on to someone who was never really mine. Yeah, we spark like lightning, but we bleed when we touch that barbed wire love. It hurts too much. Dance under the barn lights, whiskey warm across your lips that you put away by sunrise, with excuses on your hips. Girl, you're wild as open prairies, and I'm chained to every side. Trying to tame a storm ain't nothing but a slow Barbed wire love, tearing scars across my hands, trying to hold a woman no cowboy could ever understand. We burn, we break, but I still can't get enough of that barbed wire love, that barbed wire love. Midnight on the fence line, stars hanging like a sign. Boots are cold and dusty, but the memory's still mine. Coyotes in the distance, howling truths I try to hide, about the girl I should have fought for, but I let her slip aside. On this line, I'm talking to the shadows like they're keeping me in line. Every heartbeat echoes through the empty countryside on this midnight fence line. Moonlight hits the barbed wire like a song I used to know. Same tune you hum softly back before you let me go. Wind keeps pushing memories through the cracks inside my chest, and damn, I swear the quiet nights can hurt a man the best. On this I'm talking to the shadows like they're keeping me in line. Every heartbeat echoes through the empty countryside on this midnight fence line. Maybe tomorrow sunrise fix the things I broke, but tonight I'm stuck here wrestling with every word I spoke. On this midnight fence line, I'm hoping you remember that our hearts once intertwined. If you hear me calling, girl, don't leave my voice behind on this. Dust on my saddle and the morning feels like steel. Riding through the memories I ain't ready yet to feel. You said you'd wait forever by the lamp outside your door, but forever turned to footprints headed somewhere I ignored. Dusty saddle promises fading like the desert wind that never settles in. Guess I left you hanging, girl, between the truth and lies, with these dusty saddle promises I swore under western skies. Tracks along the canyon, hear 'em whisper like your name. Every mile reminds me how I'm the only one to blame. I held your heart too loosely, like a rope that slipped my hand. Now I'm chasing ghosts of choices I can barely understand. Dusty saddle promises, fading like the desert wind that never settles in. Guess I left you hanging, girl, between the truth and lies. With these dusty saddle promises I swore under western skies. If I could turn the horses back, undo the price you paid, I'd trade the whole horizon for the love I let decay. Dusty saddle promises haunt me like an outlaw trail I can't ride out again. If you ever hear me knocking, know I'm trying to make it right. With these dusty saddle promises, under one last cowboy night. Dust kicks up behind these tires as I ride away from you. Wind whispers secrets about the promises you never kept true. Faded jeans and broken dreams scattered down this dirt road. My heart's a suitcase full of scars that no one ever showed. Back road heartache, it's my faithful friend tonight. Under that country sky, where nothing feels quite right, I keep pushing forward, even though I wanna run this back road heartache. It weighs a ton. Moonlight paints the field, and the crickets sing so still. But your voice echoes in the holler, and I feel the chill. I've tried to drink your memory, but the bottle's just too small. Your ghost sits on the passenger seat, laughing at my fall. Back road heartache, it's my faithful friend tonight. Under that country sky, where nothing feels quite right, I keep pushing forward, even though I wanna run this back road heartache. It weighs a ton. One day I'll find a highway, leaving all this pain behind. But for now I'm chained to this gravel, to the thoughts inside my mind. Back road heartache, it's my faithful friend tonight. Under that country sky, where nothing feels quite right, I keep pushing forward, even though I wanna run this back road heartache. Yeah, it weighs a ton. I still feel like the only one. Headlights cut the darkness like a knife through all my sins. Gravel humming low beneath the places I've been in. Your voice still rides the wind like a whisper in my ear, telling me the things I ran from are still waiting right back here. On this lonesome road home, I'm chasing down a past I should have never left alone. Every mile's a memory that hits me to the bone. Yeah, I'm riding this lonesome road home. Radio's playing heartbreak, feels like it knows my name. The dashboard's full of stories, I got no one else to blame. I see the porch light flicker in the distance through the haze, wondering if you'll open up or turn me back to my old ways. On this lonesome road home, I'm chasing down a past I should have never left alone. Every mile's a memory that hits me to the bone. Yeah, I'm riding this lonesome road home. Time. Maybe I ain't doomed to walk the edge of every line on this lonesome road home. I'm hoping you'll forgive the man who wandered on his own. If you let me in, I swear I won't let go again. 'Cause I'm done with this lonesome road home.